The question of false claims continued to plague the new administration. White House spokesman Sean Spicer maintained the president's belief in a repeatedly debunked claim that millions of illegal immigrants cost the president the popular vote.
The president does believe that. He has stated that before. I think he stated his concerns of voter fraud and people voting illegally during the campaign. And he continues to maintain that belief based on studies and evidence that people have presented to him.
But in follow-up questions, Spicer would not provide any concrete evidence besides a 2008 study that looked at voter registration. The study's author said it found no voter fraud. The Republican and Democratic secretaries of states have all disputed those claims of voter fraud, and even elected Republicans have distanced themselves.
I've seen no evidence to that effect, and I've made that very, very clear.
The White House is still struggling with questions of facts and honesty. In the Senate today, Mick Mulvaney, President Trump's pick for budget director, was asked about inauguration crowd size.
It does appear that the crowd on the left-hand side is bigger than the crowd on the right-hand side.
One Democratic senator said he wanted to make sure Mulvaney will embrace facts if confirmed.
This is an example of where the president's team, on something very simple and straightforward, wants to embrace a fantasy rather than a reality.
Meanwhile, in Supreme Court news, sources tell ABC that Neil Gorsuch, an appeals court judge just 49 years old, is the leading contender to fill Scalia's vacant seat.
We have outstanding candidates, and we will pick a truly great Supreme Court justice.
The president also hosted auto industry leaders and moved forward with the Keystone and Dakota pipelines. But all of those policy issues today are really being overshadowed as people are debating the merits of our democracy and trust in the words of our public officials. Lana Zak, ABC News, Washington.